So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Well, now here's a team sheet that speaks of excitement and unpredictability, Jim.
It certainly does, Peter, especially since it includes a certain Dimitar Berbatov. I think he'll be the key to connecting the midfield to the attack here. Such a potent finisher, but remarkably unselfish too. And he will often drop that little bit deeper to try and trigger attacks himself.
Inzaghi! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish of true class. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done for the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Number 4, Bellingham.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Vigo looking to pass their way through. Well, that pass isn't the best. Belletti. That is good alertness. And the pass is intercepted. Probing pass. He's on it. Can he get away? And he's quick to get it clear again. It's gone out for a throw-in. First quarter of an hour gone. Mateus. That's been slipped through. Face to face with the keeper. Shot, surely! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, that's well spotted. And it's Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
15 minutes till half-time. Kukçu. Olise. It's a good run down the right.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vigo have it back and can go again. Bellingham does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Well, played right into his path. It's Alonso! Kukçu! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. And it's Kukçu. And here's Berbatov.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's gone looking for safety. And he's decided to go for it. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well.
And the half-time whistle goes. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist
Please
change
be made aware
at this
that
stage.
smoking is only permitted in designated areas in these grounds.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Xabi Alonso.
And we're off
Number
again.
22, Kukcu.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an error. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
It's Inzaghi! It's a loose ball. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Milan with the corner. They're first. Vigo looking to go forward now. Tries to play it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
He is slightly undercooked, that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Vigo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Time and again, they are repelled. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Played back into the centre. And this is Inzaghi. And he was quick to react. Belletti. It's Bellingham. Distributed tidily. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Berbatov. Out to the left it goes. It's a promising position.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Taken back almost at once. 75 minutes played. He came in hard, very hard. Played through for the wide man. He has found a way through. Cannavaro clears it away. Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. Valverde. And now a sudden chance to counter.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That's a shade optimistic. Belletti. And it's made its way to him. Roberto Carlos. Locatelli. Zanetti. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Crunching tackle.
There will be one.
And there's green grass ahead of him. He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Shapes to shoot! He scored! Deep into it time! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
And I'm sat here, Peter, thinking the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Madrid have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Somewhat off target. Well, now here's a team sheet that speaks of excitement and unpredictability, John.
It certainly does, Peter, especially since it includes a certain...
And he shoots! It's off target and by quite a way.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Looking to play him in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Belletti. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. Vigo still single shot on target. Spread it left. Can he latch onto this? He's found the way through. Beckham was in no mood for any of that. Messi, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Madrid were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
He's cut it out. And he's decided to go for it. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Throw it. Olise. Looking for options for movement. They're urging him to shoot. And he steps in, and that's the end of that. Takes a shot! It's there! A goal and a really telling moment. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Diaz, and he's there to make the challenge. He is through here. Diaz crosses, and it's claimed by the keeper. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And he's gone looking for safety. And back to the keeper. Vigo different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Knocks it out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. Belletti. Defending was strong and firm. Berbatov. Berbatov! Dimitar Berbatov, brilliant! A finish of true class. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Number 9.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Vigo grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And they've got rid. Well, they've got it again.
Berbatov really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Batistuta. And that has been clubbed away. And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Berbatov. Gabriel getting this one clear. Nicely worked. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Chance for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Substitution on the field. Number 20. Luis
So the
Diaz.
manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So the die is cast. It is time for Mr. Crash Bang Wallop.
Well, this certainly makes the game a little more exciting as we near the conclusion.
Oh, super ball. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Knocks it into space.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here?
Shot at goal! It's in! And the comeback is complete!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Minutes is number 21, Filippo Inzaghi.
Vigo take the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
He has found the way through.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 3
That has
minutes
not gone well.
added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Hit into the middle. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that is as far as it goes. Vigo have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Olise.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution in progress.
He is just caressing the ball. And he can clear it away. And it's Kukcu. And here's Berbatov! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Now it's Olise. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Can he get onto this? And there's the shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
It's a searching pass, and he was quick to react. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, not quite on the same wavelength. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And Batistuta! Oh, glorious! Batting goal! A finish right from the top draw. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, they definitely don't want it to be now.
Vigo are opting for an early change in personnel. They decided against waiting until half-time. And he's there to belt it away. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Casillas is there to clear. Inzaghi. That looks a good ball through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It is a corner, good chance. This possibly the last play of the half. Roberto Carlos plays it short. And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Xavi Alonso. And they can counter here. And this is Batistuta. He is Batistuta! It's hit the upright. Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Mateus, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
Well, distance doesn't dissuade him. He has the requisite power.
And it's Xabi Alonso. He's tried one! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Nicked it back promptly. Vigo still have the cards to affect this game. Played out towards the right wing. He's in space and looking for options. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was... Batistuta! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A case now of complete control. Roberto Carlos. Good purposeful running this. And he cuts out the supply. Zanetti. Bellingham. And Locatelli. Out towards the flank. And that has been clubbed away.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Ball is over the line.
Oh, great feat that.
He's picked his way through. Very nicely done. Goes for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Mateus.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here. Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Pinches it off him. That has been cut short. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maybe 3 minutes at a time.
Driving on and making good progress. And here's Del Piero. And he's found the way past. And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
everybody,
The
and
game yet to
welcome to
kick off.
today's match.
The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
And here's Romario. Romario! He scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Zanetti. Here comes the... Up he goes! The ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Beckham. He has a look up. It's Bale! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Fernando Torres, and he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, well played, well played. To Bale! Decent enough try. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Torres. Of passing here, really easy on the eye. Zanetti gets good distance on it. 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Zanetti. Guti. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Kupchu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Roberto Carlos. It's a good run down the left-hand side. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Picked out brilliantly. It's Inzaghi! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Kupchu. And here's Inzaghi. He's had it taken off him. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Olise. Oh, smashing header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Filippo Inzaghi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Romario. And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Belletti. Kukçu. And the shots! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, it's hardly a great prize to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And it's Guti. Now it's Villa. Donatoni. Zanetti has it in a wide position. Climbs up big! And he's there to belt it away. Tries to pass it through. Zanetti crosses. David Villa! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Now it's Romario, and the counter is on. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Zanetti. And it's Guti. And that interception was most necessary. Romario showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And now they can clear their lines. Not the most convincing of passes. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he thumps it clear. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Roberto Carlos. Oh, this looks sharp. Short changes him with that pass.
Bangladesh really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Torres. Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, well measured. That is a brilliant interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Villa. He's in space and looking for options. Ball's gone out of play.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Fernando Torres.
And here's Donatoni. Elects to cross. Cleared away.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Belletti. Kukçu. And that will be the final act. Vigo proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. De Bruyne! Just off target. Threads one in. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rodri. He won't be happy with that one. Paz. That's an imaginative pass. Chance, surely! It's in! The breakthrough strike. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. First quarter of an hour gone. Tries to play it through. There's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Vigo with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Xabi Alonso goes short. Zanetti. And it's Belletti.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Knocks it out wide. Olise was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was...
And the shot! Oh, taken with style. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring.
Big chance! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He is through here. That is good strength. Zanetti does really well to win the ball there. Great ball, and he's in here. Romario! They've scored! They're back within reach! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Now it's Romario. Now it's Xabi Alonso.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Elise. De Bruyne. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, super fine. He's having a go! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, red, nice interception. And the whistle goes for half-time.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Elise. No, that's been intercepted. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, super ball. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now it's Elise. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's from Mario. And this is Inzaghi. And he welcomes it in. Chance for a shot! And it's in! Right back in the game! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, number 17, De Bruyne. Number 13, Hazard.
So, time for
Number
changes
20,
on both sides, actually.
Olise. Coming on the
Go get themselves
Number
back into
7,
contention.
Bernardo
The
Silva.
manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Number 19,
Inzaghi finds himself
Messi.
offside.
Substitution.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, that's a fine interception. Check, punts it upfield. Cleared without hesitation. Looking for the run. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Bernardo Silva. And the finish! And that would have won it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the 2-goal cushion.
Now it's Diaz. And he can clear it away. And it's Xabi Alonso. It's made its way to him. Just 5 minutes left.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Worked it through.
Minutes has been indicated.
That's been cut out. Well played. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the referee brings it to a close. Vigo perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more.